Hello? Hello?
Hello, host. This is VRBO. We noticed that your nightly rate is higher on our app than it is on Airbnb. And we know that when shoppers are given the choice, they'll go with the lower rate. Tell us, what's your reason for having a higher rate on our app?
Your fees are higher.
Well, we'd like to ask you to lower the nightly rate on our app to match what's on Airbnb.
I'd like to ask you to lower your fees to match the fees of Airbnb.
No.
It's Host Posts. We are going to be checking out some posts that hosts have posted on social media. So today it is starring VRBO. So this one had us absolutely cracking up. It reads like this. VRBO called me. I'll be VRBO, you be the host.
Yeah.
Okay. We noticed your nightly rate is higher with us than with Airbnb, and we find that when given the choice, shoppers will choose the lower rate. What's your reason for having a higher rate on our app?
Your fees are higher.
We'd like to ask you to lower your rates on our app to match the rates on Airbnb.
And I'd like to ask you to lower your fees to match fees of Airbnb.
And we saw this one, like I said, in the group. It caught my eye because I couldn't believe that an OTA like VRBO actually would call a host and compare their platform with the Airbnb platform.
Yeah, that's just super unprofessional. I can't imagine getting a call from VRBO just even trying to compare. It's not apples to apples. It's apples to pears or apples to oranges. Like you can't even compare. There's different fees. It's like asking Burger King to give McDonald's prices.
Exactly. It's literally like going to a fancy restaurant and saying, hey, McDonald's across the street sells burgers for $10. I want one for $10 here. Not the same burger, not the same restaurant.
It's like going to your local grocer and saying, hey, this other place has this sale. Are you going to match it? Like,
Yeah.
No.
They don't have the same thing. Air cover is much different than VRBO's insurance. The guest screening even is different on Airbnb than on VRBO. Looking at some of the comments, one host said, VRBO is way less user-friendly. Maybe fix your app and people will list their homes for less. Which I agree with. The website is lacking and the app is almost unusable. Like, it is so difficult to actually use. We booked a VRBO not that long ago. It was so buggy, so glitchy. Messaging was a nightmare.
One of the hosts talked about how you get paid out within 24 hours with Airbnb, and with VRBO, it's 3 or 4 days later, and it's such a pain. That's crazy to me to think that you get such a big platform and you get paid 3 to 4 days later.
And they want the same fee.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. We'll see what happens, I guess, in the future.
Are you a VRBO host? Have you been contacted by VRBO to lower your rates because you have lower rates on Airbnb? Leave a comment below and let us know.
By the way, have you heard of QR Clue? QR Clue is a brand new amenity in the vacation rental industry that hosts can offer their guests. It's basically a kit that allows you to turn your entire property into an escape room experience for your guests.
It's so cool.
It only takes 3 minutes to set up, and it provides your guests with a 2 to 3 hour experience. To learn more, check out qrclue.com.